Hello, my name is Anton Blair, and welcome to Tiger Monkey's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon Making of DVD. In this short documentary, we'll demonstrate some of the ideas and techniques it takes to successfully create the sound design for film. From recording the dialogue, to writing and performing a soundtrack.
Hi, my name's Dan Mitchell. My role within the team has been Foley artist and general performer. To record everything in, we basically use Cubase. We use different mic techniques. Like for the vocals, for example, we used there was a scene with crowd. Where there's a crowd. So one of the techniques we've used is we sort of spaced the mics out. We had two AKG 404s set up and had numerous people in the live room all shouting at a distance and layered up with individual people shouting and stuff. It gave a really nice crowd sound. There was a box falling over, box being thrown, and we've used a number of tubs and boxes thrown and laid them up, and I think we got a really nice sound out of that. Footsteps were quite hard to do because they're really subtle. We're recording with bare feet, like just socks, to try and give an impression of a ninja. But we've had to venture outside to record some of the Foley stuff, basically. There's a scene where there's ruffling of leaves, so we run out with a flash drive and a stereo mic, and just recorded brushing past leaves. We want a buzz track for outdoors and a buzz track when the scene moves inside. For the outdoor one, we took a flash drive and stereo mic, stood in the middle of the acre on the uni campus. We waited till it was really quiet, till it was as dead as possible, and just recorded the sound of night time. We wanted to create a reverb basically, and after researching into it, we found that you could create a convolution reverb. We've come to, down this alleyway at the back of one of the buildings on campus, because it's sort of got the same feel as one of the the alleyway in the film. Basically, I'm going to pop this balloon. I'm going to use the impulse from the popping sound, and then we'll program it in using a piece of software called SR1, and that should generate a convolution reverb. So here we go.
My name is Anton, and my main roles in the group are Foley artist, recording engineer, and producer. I've looked into similar films to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, such as Police Story, Drunken Master, and general Bruce Lee films. What I was looking for when I was looking into these films is how they used the Foley and the kind of materials they used. What I found was that they used quite a few sheets to get a heavy, supernatural movement of clothing sounds. So what we've done in recording our own Foley is we used a big quilt and actually synced it with the film by watching it on the screen and trying to mimic the movements that the characters were making in the film. It came with a small problem when we were trying to record a ninja. She's got a very subtle movements. So what we've done to compensate is we've used a smaller sheet to try and reflect her small subtle movements. I was also heavily involved in actually editing the Foley that we'd recorded. We spent quite a few hours in the studios working with Audition and Cubase together to actually manipulate the sounds for the piece. Techniques that I used within Audition involved pitch bending. For example, when she swings around on the light bulb, just a slight pitch bend on a piece of wicker actually makes the sound of something really powerful slowing down and moving I also played a big part behind the mixing desk in the recording studio, trying to get the perfect sound recorded for both the music and other aspects such as the Foley and the dialogue and the sound effects.
My name's Joshua Harvey. I'm obviously part of Tiger Monkey, and my main roles within the group have been to do with music. I've actually undertaken a few influences. There's a guy called Tan Dun, and he's a fantastic Chinese contemporary composer. He uses a lot of organic sounds, and that's what I've done. I've used a lot of organic sounds such as like watery gloops and stuff like that. Tuned them up, tuned them down, messed about with them, but it's given some great effects for some organic instruments in there which sound great. When it comes to performance with the music, I use loads of different instruments that are brought in from home and stuff. I brought in violin, clay drums, wooden bongos, which are great sound, nice knock and that. When it comes to sort of different microphones and that, with a violin, because it's that nice bright sound, I've used the old AKG C414 there, which is a nice condenser microphone. It sounds nice with that. With the drums and percussion and stuff, I wanted to give a really like spacious feel to it. So at times we actually use 4 microphones to invent some crazy new sort of technique. First of all, we've got just a space technique, 3-to-1 ratio, so 3 apart, 1 away from you. And also we've put 2 overheads over the top as well, which obviously help to capture the room's ambience and that. I've worked from a cue sheet, which we took from the original soundtrack. They just helped me to get an idea of whereabouts in the piece it should be building tension or slowing it down. We've also designed a Contact musical map. Purely using Contact, we've managed to create a great instrument and given some great percussive effects just purely from water, which I think is great. Nice.
My name's Paul, and I was a musician and concentrated on a lot on the composition with Josh, and basically we got as much material as possible, edited it on Logic. We used Contact for mapping the sounds to the keyboard so we could manipulate it in our own way. I thought it was really important that we set the mood of the film using many different violin sounds. We wanted the fight scenes to be heavily percussive, gradually building it up where the fighting gets more intense. At the start of the project, I was involved a lot with the sound effects, recording whips and going outside and recording tiles. We've used the whips for a lot of sound effects. For example, when the dark comes past the head, like she catches it, we use it for that, and then we've used Contact to slow it down and like manipulate it so it sounds like a different sound.
My name's Luke Cottrell, and my role within the group is being project manager. Being project manager is quite a difficult role because obviously you need to tell people what to do, and that can be quite difficult sometimes. A lot of research has gone into this project. I've used a lot of things that we've learnt in Richard Stevens' lectures, also the UK Guest Green lecture. I've also got a sound design book which has told us a lot about how to get creative with different sounds and characterise things. I've worked with different members of the group who've been in charge of different sections, with Dan with the Foley, Anton with the Foley as well. Everybody in the group has done a bit of dialogue. We've all sort of had a part in that. Josh and Nally have controlled most of the music, and basically everybody's taken their chunk and then come back to me, and I've put it all together in the Cubase file. I've also been in charge of organising meetings, writing agendas out, making sure that we cover everything that we need to cover from week to week, and that things are being done on time. I've also came up with all the marker tracks and cue sheets, which have helped us to decide where the sounds are going to go. I had some help from Josh with the music marker track, because obviously he was in charge of the music. I think he used that to good effect to try and get some of the tempos up and down for the different parts of the film, where the action increases and decreases. But the rest of the group's been responsive to everything that I've decided, and we've actually come up with some really creative ideas.
Hold on.